deep respect for the responsibility that you guys carry and with a sincere desire to advocate for the students that we all serve. I am the mother of 2 wonderful boys in our district, and I'm a teacher at John Brown Elementary. I started teaching in the district recently, and I already feel very much at home. Our school is a welcoming place for students and their families. We are also a Title I school facing many unique challenges that continue to grow. I implore you to carefully consider what a 4-day school week will look like for the students and families at John Brown and our district. I wanted to outline several points for you that I asked for you to consider. At John Brown, we have students in the hall that are taking sensory walks, that are experiencing high anxiety, that can become physical or expressing themselves in other ways, or need consistent walking breaks. Many of these students are already struggling to adhere to the schedule that we currently have in place, even though we try our best to support these kids. If we extend the day, my fear is that these behaviors will increase because these students will simply be unable to cope with an extended day and adhere to all the tasks that are expected of them. I also speak from a personal experience as a parent. I have a son with ADHD and autism, and he focuses for as long as he can, but by the end of the day, he is exhausted. He has meltdowns, and sometimes everything can become a challenge, as he simply cannot sit still in a classroom and focus for any longer. His impulses and his emotions take control to a point where he needs a break that's longer than a quick walk or a change of setting to a different classroom. If we extend the day, children like him will be expected to sit and focus for even longer periods of time, something that is already extremely difficult for young students, especially for those on the spectrum. There is also the concern of outside time. If the school day is extended, many children will have very little time, if any, to play outside before it gets dark during much of the school year. Children who need that movement and that fresh air will lose that important time. And I believe that this could increase behavioral challenges and declining test scores. I recently watched a documentary called The Death of Recess, which discussed how children learn best when they have the movement and the time outdoors around the grass and trees. And this is why teachers often incorporate kinesthetic learning and movement into lessons to help students retain information. My sons, they need that time to be outside each day, simply just to be children, to play make-believe, and to learn from nature after spending the day in a classroom learning. I also firmly believe that a 4-day week will not make our school more attractive to future certificated and classified staff. Our classified staff cannot work reduced hours without benefits. Many of them will likely leave not because they want to, but because they cannot afford to. It is already difficult to find classified staff, even with benefits. When I try to imagine what next year would look like, I am concerned. I do not see people lining up to work in a school as challenging as John Brown without the stability of benefits. Veteran teachers may retire or look for work elsewhere, leaving Lakeland with a large number of young or inexperienced teachers who will have to navigate the aftermath of this decision. If we are unable to secure enough classified staff, certificated staff will be forced to wear many additional hats, and I worry how sustainable that will be. Additionally, if we were to lose too many classified staff members, I wonder if the district would be at risk of not meeting IEP service requirements for those students who depend on those supports. Schools also provide food security and a safe place for students. For many children, school is their only consistent place with positive role models and friends. I know students who are living in hotels whose parents are going through divorces and whose families are struggling to afford enough food. For many of these families, academics are already difficult to prioritize because they are simply trying to survive. If we add another day at home, many parents will struggle to find childcare while working. I have heard in several communications that childcare may be available on Fridays, but it is not free, and base is expensive. I can't even afford to send my own kids there. Post Falls has Boys and Girls Club, but many of our families, and especially in our Title I communities, they will not have that option. Telling families that their children can no longer attend schools on Fridays, a safe and supportive place, and must instead look for another location or remain home is heartbreaking. So I ask you if we would be doing more harm than good. In my 11 years of teaching, I have visited students' homes where children sleep on couches or mattresses on the floor. Some deal with lice repeatedly or come to school with cockroaches in their backpacks. Many of these children are experiencing significant trauma. And for some of these students, home is not a healthy or safe environment. An extra day away from school may expose them to even more instability, and this is the reality for some of our Title I families. Please look carefully at the data and the reasoning behind this decision. Is it truly what is best for students, or simply what neighboring districts have just chosen to do? Just because something works for one district does not mean it will work for ours. Each district, each school, each classroom, and each group of students is different. Please remember the incredible classified staff who support our schools every day. They are the backbone of our buildings and care deeply for our students. Most importantly, please consider the impact this decision will have on our most vulnerable children. I implore you to put the students first. Please do not overlook the voices of students. We serve them first, and many of them are saying no. Please let their voices be heard.
Thank you.
Thank you.